Yo, girl, Cadillac. Yes, I'm Cadillac Dixon. I'm the drama life get the draw. I'm the legally blind arts that is rapping and painting for justice. Hoping. Because you got to hold your for justice. To see justice before it all fades to bleak. Yes, it's your girl Cadillac. Anyways, guys, I'm getting off right now. I'm coming through, so it is after 12 a.m. So it is August the 17th, 2025. Yes, girl. Just getting off of work. So I told y'all earlier, by the way, this is a OGPW, which stands for OG prison wife, right? Anytime you see that OGPW, OG prison wife, daily life vlog. Yes, y'all know I vlog on this channel. I daily vlog just about, and then I rant about wrongful convictions. You know, that stuff nobody wants to hear because it doesn't concern them. And people should just don't commit crimes and don't do the crime if you can't do the time. But the problem is, my husband's wrongfully incarcerated, so he committed no crime, though he does the time and I do the time with him. So when I'm not ranting about that, or every now and then I gets to draw, I am a creative. I am an artist of all sorts. I paint, I draw, I do poetry, I write songs, I used to rap, I used to redo furniture, I used to try to sew my own clothes. Girl, your girl is just creative. Like, nothing to me is trash. I can make treasure out of trash, right? Girl, that reminds me of a song that I had, but I ain't gonna hit it right now because it's I'm gonna attach it to one of my little shorts or whatever. One of those clips of somebody else's video, and then I'm gonna clip it in, put my little video in there. But anyways, I create. I am an artist. But the reason I cannot focus on my artwork is, oh, and I am a graphic designer as well. But the reason I cannot focus on my artwork is because my family was destroyed, and I kind of, my attention is like on trying to put us together, this impossible battle of trying to put my family back together. And had that not happened, I could have focused on just art. But since this is my reality, I literally struggle. And I just sit here and I just toil and I just try to do all I can to break my husband's impossible story. But years and years and years go by and nothing. His story, his case is like Elsa touched his case. It is frozen. Right? Right. Okay. So 10 more years of that. Hopefully I'm not still, hopefully I'm able to wean myself off of this topic and I'm on to something else, because 10 more years of me trying to get y'all to understand how he wrongfully incarcerated, I just cannot. I cannot. I probably can't even do another day of this. Like, it drives you nuts when you're just unheard. It really does. So with all that said, I'm trying to change focus, but it's very hard because when you put on the weight on a scale, your family or a career, it's always going to be your family, right? But I have to realize that if I want something out of this life, or if I want to stop struggling in this life, I'm going to have to forget about my family. Sorry, that sounded bad. But I'm going to have to forget about my family. And I'm just going to have to let it be. It is what it is. You know, I'm trying to find the good out of it. If there could be any good, what good could come out of a wrongful conviction? It is actually a lot. I need to do a video about that. What good came out of my husband being wrongfully incarcerated for the last 23 plus years? Um, Anyways, just getting off of work. When y'all were with me earlier, I told y'all how I had to sort through my storage, and now I am trying to downsize my storage. Still working on that. So I am off. I just got off of work, but I'm off tomorrow, which is today. Girl, it's all ran together, right? All the days run together. But I plan on getting up early to go to the storage. But how? When it's already 12:30 and I ain't even made it home yet. But it's my plan. But you know, plans don't never stick for me. But whenever I do wake up in the morning, God's will, I'll head to the storage and finish doing my moving. I told y'all also how after I went to the storage today, then I had to rush home because I had to get my nephew. We were trying to figure out, so one of his favorite roller coasters is closing Monday, but he's back in school, so he's not able to go out on Sunday evenings. So literally today was the only day to take him. Um, so I squeezed it in to, we strategically set this up, and this is how my whole life is, just like strategically set up. Every moment of my day is really scheduled out, but it just does, and it's accounted for, but it just doesn't always go accordingly, and a lot of things that's supposed to take this amount of time runs over and takes way more than I thought. But so wake up, get my granddaughter together, drop her off, storage, sorting and moving, then get myself ready, and then head to ride this roller coaster. We met my daughter. My daughter had came over to the theme park, so we had 2 hours exactly for them to ride the ride and for me to get my tail to work. Right. So my daughter was getting off of work and she's close by. So we met up, we went in the park. They rode. I couldn't ride because I hurt myself carrying my grandson down the beach, girl. That, you know I'm old if that's what's uh, and I'm still paying for it's almost Monday. Monday we went to the beach, right? It's almost Monday again. So a whole week straight I have been hurting. But the pain is somewhat trying to ease down. But every time I go to sleep and wake back up, I'm in more pain. So I don't know. I almost went and broke my pockets and went and got me a massage, but I was like, no, I need that money. But I'm still in pain. So, anyways, um, that's why I can't ride the roller coaster with my nephew. But literally, if we don't do it now, it's not gonna get done, right? So, did that, headed to work, got off work, and about to head home. Of course, my tank is just about on E. I'm like, why this car always on E? Like, literally, I'm always on E. So frustrated, but I can make it home on these fumes. We'll worry about getting gas tomorrow. But yeah, so when I get home, my granddaughter might be up. Most time I try to creep in and, and sometimes she just pop up, grandma. Well, she don't call me grandma. She refuses to call me grandma. She calls me ma. Ma. And she come running up to me, but then I know we finna have a Peppa Pig-a-thon tonight. Or what's the other one? Sheriff Labrador. We watch him all night. Either Sheriff Labrador or Peppa Pig-a-thon, right? But I like to go home and do my housework. So it's like do my housework so they can have it messed back up by morning. It's really how it go. And nobody ever did it. Nobody messed up. Nobody left that there. Nobody. But it's, you know. But I go home, do my little housework while I'm listening to other content creators And I try to do whatever I can on my um, channel, and then I'll probably be going to bed. But you know what? I might just stay up until I just fall over tonight. So it might be about 4 a.m. I might stay up to 4 a.m. because I gotta do some cleaning. Yeah. I also gotta catch up on some shorts I wanna record. They're like overdue. They've been like, I clip videos that since I watch so much YouTube, right? Um, and sometimes I think I watch more YouTube than I create YouTube, but yeah, I don't know. But anyways, you know how you clip the video to respond to somebody else's video. So I have a whole bunch of those saved in draft, and I wanted to go ahead and try to get them out. But that's where we at, girl. We gonna go home. We should just go to bed. But this right here, now, this is Monday. No, I'm sorry, Sunday morning, right? I'm off for the next 2 days. The way I feel when I'm walking out that door, I have so many ideas. Like I just told you, some of my ideas of what I want to do. And it always plays out that I don't even get half of what I want to do done, like at all. And I always think this next one thing that I do could be the thing that tips the bucket, right? That breaks the ice, that actually causes things to take off. Because I know it's a lot of little things that add up to finally this one big thing. So I always think this one thing I do, if I just do this, or this next project reach the world, or if I draw this next person, they're really gonna be the one that just looks into what Project Reach the World is and just uh, looks way down low to where I'm at and pulls me up. Right? No, but that never happens, right? But I always have these big aspirations in my head. And then when it's on Monday night and I don't want to go to sleep, because once I go to sleep, my day off is over. And reality hits me again that Tuesday morning I got to go to work. You did not do whatever that was going to get you out that 9 to 5. You must return. You must return to that 9 to 5. But yeah, oh well, another day. It's how it is. It's kind of a cycle now, though. And I want the cycle to break. The cycles in your life drive you freaking nuts. I have been in a cycle. I've been in this cycle for a while, but I can tell you this cycle is better than the last cycle I was in. That cycle had me about ready to just. That cycle was when I worked overnight at Walmart. That cycle had me about to lose my mind. Honestly. They used to call it the blue hole. That tell you how it was. And I used to work overnight. It was one of the lowest points in my life. Like, so even though a lot of times I struggle with my job, I always say, well, at least it's not that. And I used to pray, I can't wait till I can look in my rearview mirror and that be behind me, just like prison wife life. I cannot wait to the day I can look in this mirror and it be so far behind me that it's hard to even remember that I was a prison wife. I have to actually remind myself, oh, you remember that time when Marcella was in prison and you were struggling? Like, I want it to be that far behind that I don't ever have to remember. I don't have to actually live the reality of it no more, but it's in the far back part of my mind. Like, I can look at my rearview mirror and I remember when I was bullied and how bad I felt and how low I felt and how like nothing I felt during that time. But see, I don't currently live that way, so I have to really sit back and think and be like, oh gosh, you did, that was low. Or the single mother struggle, it's over. That struggle, God got me through that struggle. But I really went through it as a single mother. I went through it. Through it. But that's in my rear view. Now I'm a single grandmama by force, not choice, but not a single mother. So single grandmama means parents have to come first, and then the grandmama step in, right? When I was a single mother, I was on my own. Like basically, it was on me. But yeah, all right, guys. Well, I will talk to you whenever. Probably in the shorts. I'm gonna try to do some shorts tonight. Um, yeah. So. Talk to you guys later. Here, see ya, girl, Ken.